What's up, Jared here? Today we have the yearly video of my wrestling figure whole entire collection, like room tour. Sorry it's a little late. Last year, usually I've been doing it like right when the new year starts. We're later in January, but it's because I've been just busy, and also I've been doing a lot of work on my collection. The shelving behind me is all brand new, new lighting and everything. So I've been just working on it, getting it all ready for this video. Also got my Notre Dame jersey on. Let's go Notre Dame. Let's win the college championship. Let's beat Ohio State. But enough with that. Let's get into the whole entire room tour. So starting off, we're going to just get the arena out of the way. This is the thing that you pretty much see every single video of mine. This is where we do the reviews or the setup reviews for WWE Weekly setup reviews, which that should be returning next week. This week, I will not be watching Raw because I'll be watching the Notre Dame Ohio State game. As much as I love wrestling, I want to see my team, Notre Dame, that I've always loved, beat Ohio State and finally win a college championship in the first time like forever. So hopefully next week the WWE Weekly setup reviews return. So enough with all that. Let's get into the arena. So starting off, we're gonna go over here. Is we have the stage and everything. So this is just the pretty much the last stage that they made that was plastic for WWE. This is the Mattel stage, the WWE sign and everything. It lights up. I have new John Cena. I have that pretty much his matching color gear for his farewell tour. I have the WWE Prime bottle because Prime is the sponsor for WWE, and obviously it's the WWE version. I need to update this to the new Raw logo because obviously Netflix now has Raw, and they changed the logo and everything. A little WWE cutout thing from a figure box for my stage because the thing that came with this was a John Cena picture. I kind of wanted to have like the actual look of the Raw and everything. I have these pieces from Jax that just pretty much stand next to the stage. And then we have the barricades. Now, last year and the year before, I had the barricades go all the way around. I took it down because it's easier to do setups, and it's easier just to review than having my hands sit on this all the time. But the barricades do go all the way around everywhere else in the arena. We have the Slambulance ambulance. Honestly, I think that's one of the best accessories for an arena. It just adds a nice little touch to like a cool look. And behind the stage is what's it called? This is like the backstage area, and then I have like a speaker, the podium for the that came with the I can't remember who it came with, but it was for like the Hall of Fame. And then I have Triple H monitor. Triple H because he runs WWE, and then this is from the Netflix 2-pack box I cut out. I might not using this for the backstage for like a promo thing. You know, or I might use this so I go on the announce desk or something because it's the new logo. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I just cut that out and set them back here. So the ring we have in the arena right now is the Raw is War Mattel Creations authentic scale ring with the cloth turnbuckles and everything. The really annoying thing, as you can see in this ring, everything looks pretty much good besides this piece right here. I don't know how that happened. I still it literally appeared one day. There was this big smudge. It looks way worse on camera. It's really not that bad like in person. It's very light in person. On camera it shows up so dark it pisses me off because really in person if you're looking at the ring you hardly can tell, but on camera it shows up so badly. So whenever I do reviews I always have the figures in front of them. It's so annoying. I want to get like a new mat or somehow clean it. If you know how to clean the Mattel Creations mats, drop it down in the comments below. I really want to figure out how to clean them because I'm afraid to put in because I know some people put them in like the washer and dryer. I'm afraid to put it in there because I feel like it's gonna ruin it. So if you know a way how to clean it, let me know because I'm dying to know how to clean this spot. It's so annoying. I've tried scrubbing it, it just makes it worse. But we have two steel steps on the side of the ring. I have this little area for like the announcer / cameraman. I have an Undertaker all dressed up as a cameraman. I have a hat so you can't tell if that's Undertaker. He's got a camera. This is from like a Simpsons thing I have. We have the Boogeyman clock for the timekeeper, the bell. We have Mean Gene. Holy dusty. I just realized how dusty this area is right over here. Mean Gene. So we were using Mean Gene as the announcer, even though Mean Gene never really was a ring announcer. We have the John Cohen Build-A-Figure referee. And we have Miz, it's just like a security kind of guy. Over here we have the announcer desk with the Prime bottle, water bottle announcers, the obviously microphones, paper, and on our commentary team we got Taz and Pat McAfee. I feel like this would be a hell of a commentary team in real life. Obviously Taz is in AEW, Pat McAfee's in WWE. I need to get a Michael Cole or Corey Graves or somebody, or maybe Wade Barrett, because right now this is all I have for commentary people. The Then we have the crowd. We have just a mixture of figures. Some figures I just don't have a spot for, like a Blood and Guts, John Moxley's, Braun Strowman. Some are just like goofy figures like this. We have the Cody Rhodes sign. We have a lot of, we have a couple of made signs, like when Cody Rhodes was on the build of WrestleMania 40. I made a lot, like for the We Want Cody and everything, and that was big. The Cody Rhodes sign. There's the WrestleMania 40 sign. I gotta soon when the Royal Rumble happens in 2 weeks, I'll print out the WrestleMania 41 sign to go in the arena and replace the WrestleMania 40. We have a lot of stickers from the 2024 program, official WWE program. Every year, I've gotten one in 2017, 2018, and then 2023, 2024. Got to go this year because I want to see John Cena on this farewell tour, but also to get a program to go in the stadium or the arena. But it's a bunch of random people, basics and stuff in the crowd. We got a bunch of signs like what, or the channel name, JRW Live. We got a bunch of different things. I've had several times people ask me where I got this from. I'll drop it down in the comments below because I forget the name, but I do have it saved at another video. But also we have the Raw's War thing in the middle, and then we have this like on a beam thing that holds the American flag. It adds a nice touch to the arena. Have the American flag and everything. In here, that is the actual wrestling figure arena. It's pretty good. I think there's nothing really I've changed much from last year. Because I think I had all of this. The only thing I don't think I had was like I had the stage. I don't know if I can't remember if I had this ring. I can't remember if I had this ring. But otherwise, it really has not changed much up here. It's changed a lot for the displays, which we'll get into. Here's the main roster bin. So like the main roster WWE stuff that's going on right now. Nothing's really special about this. I'm like new added is Penta. Penta's showing up in WWE, which is really cool. But nothing's really special about this bin besides it's just the modern era main roster. Then we have several drawers. We have cloth accessories. Then here we have like title belts or small plastic accessories. And here we have microphones. And here we have glasses. Yeah, that's really it. It's all in there. And then in here we have heads. We had a couple heads I got to put in this bag. All Mattel hands, Build-A-Figure pieces, and below that is Jazzwares hands in a baggie. Over here we should have a stretcher sitting there. This is the light. Yeah, this is the light that I use for lighting up the arena. That really helps. That was new last year. This is just a basic ring that I've had a long time. The main event light-up ring from Toys R Us exclusive. I love that thing. My stand I use for filming reviews. I connect my phone to. Really, this thing. I love this thing. I got this past year in 2024. Really like it. We got a bunch of cage pieces and some extra barricade pieces. Over here, this bin is pretty depressing. It's the miscellaneous bin that have some people missing heads, or it's like Jazzware parts for like CM Punk, or figures I really don't know where to put. Like this Sting, Trick Williams, I really don't know where to put him because he's not in the main roster. I don't have a shelf that he really fits in, so he just sits there. And this extra LA Knight. Then this bin is the women's bin that still needs to grow because I don't have a lot of women's people, but I need them for the setups, so eventually that hopefully will grow. Then we got in here bigger accessories like ladders, shopping carts, steel steps, or life-size mouth trap from WrestleMania 38 from the Jackass match. This has literally nothing in it right now. This is rubber accessories, big bulky rubber accessories. And then in here is all the weapons, smaller weapons. The only big thing in here is tables. And then also under the ring, this bin right here is the most random accessories, like a four-wheeler or the WrestleMania 3 cards. It's just very random. And then there's this authentic ring cage. Then we have this corner where I have all my Ultimate Edition boxes stacked up almost all the way to the ceiling. I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit the ceiling, where I'm going to put them. But over here we have a WrestleMania 30 book that I got a long time ago in a Barnes & Noble. I just like to have it sitting there because it's really cool looking. And then we have my Hulk Hogan shelf. Not all my Hulk Hogans are here because a lot of them are on because I have a big shelf case now that has all the eras of WWE. But these are my other ones I just don't have a spot for. So it's like the Hulk Hogan shelf with the 3-pack from Target exclusive from last year. With a nice backdrop. Then down in here we have the beginning of AEW, I'd like to say. Like early on era, so we have like John Moxley as champion, the first 2 AEW champions, Chris Jericho and John Moxley. This isn't really a great shelf, but I'm just using it. I've been using it for a long time. Ringside backgrounds. But yeah, there's a bunch of different figures from early on AEW. I have this AJ Styles and Finn Balor that I got a long time ago at the WWE show. An AEW poster that I got at when I went to one of the first Dynamites. A Wrestle Buddy Sting that never opened up, and this is such a, not really the greatest Wrestle Buddy because it's so tiny. Then we have just some basic as the backdrop, the newer era, I like to say, of AEW. This shelf changes a lot because a lot of people leave AEW. A lot of people come to AEW, like Ricochet's new, Bobby Lashley's new, Malachi Black, Aleister Black will probably end up leaving. It sounds like he's leaving AEW. I'll probably need that figure because that's the only one I have of him for WWE. So this shelf changes a lot. It's an okay shelf because it's just a bunch of random figures put in there because, I mean, it works. I have MJF as champ, Samoa Joe as champ. John Moxley, I don't have him with the title. I have Sammy Guevara with the title. The Acclaim that recently just broke up. Like, it's not my favorite shelf for sure in my collection, but it's just kind of like the newer era of AEW. I do like this shelf a lot of AEW, for AEW though. Okay, so over here we have the Hasbro section. We have the new Mattel retros all here, and the new WrestleMania ring that came out in 2024. We have an AEW lunchbox. All the WWE Funko Pops for my Funko Pop wall are on top. And then here we have the the OG Hasbro figures. This collection grew a lot in 2024. Didn't have many, and now I have a whole ton of them, to the point the ropes are really stretching. I really like this a lot. And then behind the wall for the arena, I have an old poster that I got at, like, this thing is so torn up. I got at a WWE, it was a live event in like 2016, 2017. I don't know how this thing's, like, it's so torn up. I don't want to get rid of it because it was my first WWE show I ever went to. I got that poster, so I like to remember that. And then I have this Legion of Doom from Pro Wrestling Tees poster, which is really cool. Then we have the OG LJN shelf. A lot of torn up figures. They look pretty rough, but I mean, like, that's what happened with LJNs. LJNs they're easy to mark up and everything. And these figures were given to me from family members, so that's why I just like to display them. They're still cool figures, but they're not my favorite, but they're special. I have some muscle figures when WWE was doing muscle figures, and then the Funko, like, mystery minis. And then up here, the new Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Big Rubber Guys series. I love these figures. They're way better than the original LJNs because I feel like these are way more detailed and just way better looking figures. I got the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, British Bulldog, and Matt Hardy, and Macho Man. I have a Jeff Hardy coming soon. Really like the series. They're a little pricey, but they're freaking awesome. All right, so we're in the official corner, big corner of my room of wrestling figures. Let's get into this. So starting off with this more narrow shelf I have. If you're subscribed to the channel, you know that Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler. I have a shit ton of Cody figures. I have every single Cody Rhodes Elite to exist, and I have obviously both Ultimate Editions that exist. I don't have all the basics. I have hardly any basics of his. There's so many of them I wouldn't be able to keep up, and I have every single Jazzberry figure besides 2 chases. So I'm not missing much, but all Elites, I have them all. I even have the freaking Top Picks re-release of the same figure right here in the package. Sucks that there's lighting there, glare, sucks. There we go. So we have this poster that I went to the very first AEW Revolution. I've never seen anybody on YouTube, eBay, or anything sell these things. They were the AEW, like, ring crew or something, they were throwing them to the crowd. I have a couple. I have an SCU one, Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega. They were just throwing them. I had a couple, like, grown-ups just handing them because I was little at the time. So I originally got Cody. My sister got Kenny Omega, and somebody handed us an SCU because they didn't want it. But I think this Cody run's so cool. It was made by DC, DC Comics. I've never seen anybody have this. I don't know, like, if they're worth money. I don't care. I just love it. It looks awesome. So that's like the centerpiece of the Cody collection with all the figures up here with the Cody Rhodes centerpiece as well, from the Mattel Creations entrance ramp that came with his first Return Ultimate Edition. We have the 1 of 3,000 rare AEW Unmatched Series 4 Cody Rhodes. So there's my ticket from the first AEW Revolution. Up here we have a printout of the American Nightmare logo. But yeah, that is the big ass Cody Rhodes section / collection. Up here we have all mint on card figures that I have. Starting off with Toys R Us exclusive pay-per-view series Elite Triple H. Then we have 1 of 3,000 rare Brody Lee, 1 of 5,000 Chase John Moxley. I know this was not in the past video of last year. This is new. I got this. It was less than 100. I think it was $100 or just less. I found this at a toy store. I actually talked the guy down. It is a Cyan Luminaries, Walmart exclusive Sting. Absolutely awesome. It's an authentic signature because it has a sticker. I think it's on the back that said it's like this big paper that like authenticated it. So it's pretty awesome to have that in my collection. Sting is such a legend. Sammy Guevara, Target exclusive, still in the package. Bobby Lashley, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, John Cena from the WrestleMania 34 series, but it's obviously not from WrestleMania 34's gear. The Rock from WrestleMania 31, or 32, I can't remember what that was from. John Cena, that is the very first John Cena figure I ever got, and I rebought it in the package so I always can have it. Legend Series 1, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, still in the package. Now back to this more skinnier, smaller shelving. So we have my John Cena collection. John Cena was the person that got me into wrestling. He's probably my favorite wrestler of all time. Cody Rhodes is number 2 or number 1. Cody's definitely my all-time favorite now, from like now on, and like everything, the modern era and everything. But John Cena just has a special spot in my heart for wrestling because he's the person who got me into wrestling. Like, he's on my Mount Rushmore of wrestling. So I have a shit ton of John Cena figures. I have over 20. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to have to either move down and keep on adding or something. Because we got in here, move this Cody ramp up. We got some like Ruthless Aggression, Thugonomics John Cena's, 3 in the back. And then we got one here and then another one here with the Spinner US title, Spinner WWE title, more than PG era John Cena there and there. And then we got a couple basics in the back. My very first WWE figure of all time, the one in the farthest back with the hardly any hair. Then we have all elites in here for John Cena / this one Ultimate Edition. This is definitely PG era John Cena. This is like the light blue John Cena. All sorts of different John Cenas in here to the most recent John Cena figure / Ultimate Edition. Then down here we have Chris Jericho. This is AEW stuff. This is my Chris Jericho shelf. I used to have more, but ever since I got this bigger shelf, I've moved some Jerichos onto the main shelf. But we have a bunch of different AEW versions of Chris Jericho here. Then a new shelf or section is my CM Punk shelf. I didn't have many CM Punk figures in 2024, or the beginning of 2024, but now that he's back in WWE, they were pumping out CM Punk figures like crazy. So I'm really starting to get a handful of them with some awesome ones like this Ultimate Edition or the from the Vault Straight Edge Society CM Punk, or the Macho Man gear CM Punk. Absolutely awesome. Then down in here we have the Rock shelf, all sorts of different versions of the Rock. And then we have the Final Boss Rock that custom I have just from the Ultimate Edition. We put on some different Rock stuff. I want to get the new Ultimate Edition actual Final Boss Rock that comes out very soon. And then there's the new Elite. I don't know, I might pass on the Elite and just get the Ultimate Edition because the Ultimate Edition is from WrestleMania 40 and it's absolutely badass. But I kind of want to get the Elite because it's the same gear from when I saw him in person on the road to WrestleMania at Monday Night Raw in Chicago when he beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. Then we have my Seth Rollins shelf that's been growing a lot. Seth Rollins is probably one of my favorite wrestlers, modern era. A lot of cool gear and everything. I have him on the Michael Hayes pink suit. Fits him very well. Then down here we have like the Samoan Family Dynasty shelf. Not everybody's down here, like Jimmy Uso's missing because I don't have too many Jimmy Usos. But we got all sorts of people in here. We got Rikishi back there, Rocky Johnson, the High Chief, the Wild Samoans. We have the Roman Reigns, obviously, The Rock, Umaga, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, Roman's brother, and I forgot the other one's name. And then down here we have Edge. We got a couple Edges here. I have a lot of Edges on the actual big shelf for the eras, but we have Edge here with the spinner belt and everything, looking really good. A couple other figures. And here, this is the Walmart exclusive smaller figure WWE series. I got a couple of these. I really like them, but it's hard to find them because Walmart's terrible at stocking things. Then we have the custom belt that I made a long time ago of the WWE Championship. I think this thing's pretty freaking good of a replica. So now here is the first official reveal of the new shelf that I got this year. I'm like, it is huge. It has so many figures in here. Almost all my elites are in, like, not all my elites, obviously, because we have this shelf here, and then we have the modern era, like, main roster. But this is the majority of my collection. So it goes in order from, like, 80s, golden era, to new gen 90s, to attitude era, ruthless aggression, to PG era. Second thing is, though, I had to go all the way back up top for the Roman Reigns / I would say like COVID era / 2019, like from 2019. This is like from 2018, 2019 to I would say 2022. So like the end of the Vince McMahon era and like the Roman Reigns high head of the table era. And obviously there's the new Triple H era / like, I don't know what they're really calling it, but I'd say the Triple H era that really started in 2023 when he took over to 2024 and now. I was going to put this up there, but I like these figures under these new lights I got. These lights that just sit here. All the shelves have them. I just like the colorful figures, really. To be there, it really pops and everything. It looks really good. So that's why I put these up here. I'm just going to go through all the shelves real quick to wrap up the video. But before we do that, I almost forgot about a spot that I have some other wrestling stuff. Almost forgot about my major bendies, the 3 I have, and then the micro brawlers, the AEW first series of micro brawlers. Autographed Zack Ryder micro brawler, Kurt Hawkins one, and we have Macho Man, a referee, Matt Cardona, and Brian Myers limited edition ringside exclusive figures. Then we have a Gold Dust autograph, The Rock autograph, a Heath Slater autograph, and then a Big Papa Pump WCW figure still in the package. Okay, so now we can get into this shelf. So this is the 80s golden era shelf. We have all sorts of people in here. Hulk Hogan, the centerpiece, obviously, because Hogan led that era. But yeah, we have all 80s golden era wrestlers. We got the new ringside exclusives from the Vault Ultimate Warrior there. This is an old Jax WWF logo that I have there. A little crooked. There we go. Yeah, that looks really good with all these figures here. Nice little touch. We have Bret Hart, Andre the Giant, all sorts of figures in here. Looking really nice. I want to upgrade this Dusty Rhodes with the new Ultimate Edition Target exclusive. I've yet to find that in my stores yet. But I really want to replace that because this Dusty Elite's pretty decent. But I've seen reviews and videos on the new Ultimate Edition. It looks so freaking good. Then we come down to the new gen / 90s shelf. So right in front center, because he was really the face of the new gen era, pretty much. Bret the Hitman Hart with the World Heavyweight, not the World Heavyweight, the Winged Eagle WWF WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels, early on Shawn Michaels 90s, with the Intercontinental Championship with his bodyguard Diesel. We got Surfer Sting. We got the new Ultimate Edition. It's been out for a while. I just recently got it. The Godly Gooker 2-pack. I just ordered Undertaker on ringside instead of getting both. We got the new from the Vault Razor Ramon. We got Yokozuna Target exclusive Ultimate Edition. British Bulldog with his Bulldog. All sorts of figures back there. Looking really good. We got the new Psycho Sid. I really like this figure a lot. Ric Flair. All sorts of people. Looks really good. I like the shelf a lot. Then down here we have the Attitude Era shelf. So we got the WWF spots. And then back here we got 3 figures for ECW. A Cactus Jack, Sandman, and RVD. And then we have the WCW side. So over here we got like Stone Cold, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, DX, Dudley's, the Dudley Boys, Undertaker, Kane, all sorts of people back there from the Attitude Era. Then the WCW side we got Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Ravishing Rick Rude, Goldberg, DDP, Sting, Eddie Guerrero, more members of the NWO, Harlem Heat. Really cool. I need to add on to my WCW because obviously you can see the WWF side really dominates the WCW side. But as they come out with more, I really want to get those Ultimate Edition Outsiders of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I have all these NWO guys, but I don't have a Kevin Nash. It's kind of depressing. Then we come down here to the Ruthless Aggression shelf. So front and center, really the main person that the Ruthless Aggression was built around. I should have a John Cena on the shelf, but I don't want to take a John Cena off my shelf from the John Cena shelf. But I eventually do need to add one because Cena really started to become a big star in the Ruthless Aggression. But we got Brock Lesnar right in the center, Eddie Guerrero, Batista, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, which that's not correct because Randy Orton at this time was way younger, but I don't have a young Randy Orton, so I'm assuming to get one, so I just have a typical Randy Orton. Sitting there, we got Chris Jericho, Edge, Stone Cold, Triple H, King Booker, Shawn Michaels, Big Papa Pump, Great Khali, Big Show, a bunch of people back there. This shelf really isn't that big. I just I have it really wide. Like, I could add on way more to this shelf. There's just not too many. The Rock, for like Hollywood Rock and everything. MVP. Yeah, this shelf definitely has some growing on, but it looks really good. Then down here, we had the PG era shelf. John Cena front and center. The Stone Cold Pipe Bomb shirt. CM Punk. Randy Orton. Undertaker. Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania 30 when he won both titles. Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. This one borderline could go up to the top one. But in my opinion, the PG era really went from like, I don't know, you want to say it started around 2009, 2008. I don't know where you really want to say it started. I would say around 2008, 2009. And it really went to all the way to 2016, 2017. And then 2018, 2019 started the end of the, I would say that, no, 2019 started the really shitty Vince McMahon era, then going into the COVID era. So that's why I have some people in here that was borderline for like some of the series, like Braun Strowman here. We got Shawn Michaels, Dean Ambrose, The Shield, AJ Styles from like early on when he got in WWE, Chris Jericho, Y2J, Seth Rollins from WrestleMania 31, The Demon Finn Balor, Wyatt family, Big Show, Triple H. We even have Wyatt family, Daniel Bryan, Kurt Hawkins, Rusev, Mark Henry. You can see the top of his shiny bald head. All sorts of figures in here, really jam-packed. I still have some space, as you can see, to add on. I can push stuff forward, especially this shelf. This shelf for the WWF for Ruthless Aggression, really don't have much more space. Do have a lot for WCW. 90s New Gen definitely have a lot of space. Same with the 80s. That's the nice thing. I used to have just like a 80s through 90s shelf. If you remember from last year, I used to have a shelf that probably went to this high. It was 3 shelves and then a top one. And the top one was all 80s and 90s, and it was so jam-packed. Figures were literally falling off. So that's why I split it up when I got this new shelf. And then up top, what I would like to say is the end of the Vince McMahon era into like slash the COVID slash Roman Reigns era, because Roman Reigns was pretty much champion the whole entire time. He won the title, was in 2020. But we have all sorts of figures here. We got Brock Lesnar when he returned as like the Cowboy Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns obviously front and center because this is the head of the table, kind of like era thing. We got Commissioner Kurt Angle, Edge with his return, Bloodline. It was the Usos with the tag titles. John Cena when he's really not wrestling the whole time. Austin Theory is U.S. champ. Goldberg when he won the Blue Universal Championship. Like, Gunther does not fit in this. I just have him sitting here because I don't have a spot for that Ultimate right now. But he really does not fit in for this shelf. We got Big E, Rey Mysterio. We got Enzo Amore and Big Cass, which they really should go on the PG era shelf. We got Otis and Tucker, Rusev Day. All sorts of people back there. Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre as WWE champion, Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins. All sorts of figures in here. But yeah, this is really from like, I'd say 2019 to 2022 slash shelf. Really now it's the 2023. I'd say that middle of 2023, Triple H took over to now is like the Triple H era. But this new giant shelf that I have, this is probably my favorite thing in my collection. It is so cool, so colorful. The lights help a lot, makes it really pop. All the figures, colors, and everything looks so cool. But that's pretty much the whole entire collection. All right, so that's gonna be about it for my JRW's wrestling figure collection room tour video for 2025. I've showed you everything. My newest proud thing for this year is definitely this shelf. Hopefully we can grow on and almost fill this thing, not completely because I want to keep on adding on to my collection, but hopefully by 2026 this shelf has way more figures. But this is JRW. Make sure to like, subscribe, see more wrestling figure content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.